What's going on, everybody? I'm Aaliyah Michelle.
And I'm Purple. And
what's going on, everybody? I'm Aaliyah Michelle.
And I'm Purple.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? I'm Aaliyah Michelle.
And I'm Purple.
And this is Cocktailss and Convo with Purple.
And Lee. And this is Cocktailss and Convo
with Purple.
And Lee. And this is Cocktailss and Convo
with Purple.
And Lee.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Aaliyah Michelle.
And I'm Purple. And this is Cocktailss and Convo
with Purple.
And Lee.
Alright, so
We're gonna talk about what we drinking.
I don't even know what we're drinking, to be perfectly honest with you.
So today, Aaliyah set up, kind of, sort of, not really Jameson set up, but she did do our cue cards, so I made the drinks. This is just Jameson lemonade, girl.
Oh, I didn't really know what it was. I was trying to figure it out for the longest, but.
And you drank Jameson.
Yeah.
I thought you would Pete, but.
Because I usually drink with ginger ale, so you can't really taste it. So I'm like,
You can't really taste it right now.
No,
Yeah, lemonade. I don't like Jameson for real, but lemonade, for the most part, with most liquors, lemonade cuts like the taste a lot. All right, who go first? You?
you can go first. Alright, let's get into these topics. Can you read it? It's hard to read.
Yeah, read.
Alright. Go ahead.
I thought you said I'm gonna go
No, I
first.
said you can go ahead.
Oh.
That's all I'm like, why I'm so quiet.
My bad. Do you believe there's a such thing as a woman staying in her place?
You want me to answer first, or you want me to
You can answer first.
I don't know. I feel like I always got like two stances. Only because I feel like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna just take one stance. I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
I feel like, I guess we're speaking in the sense of what, relationships? Okay.
Or period. Let's just, it don't even have to be relationships, just period.
I feel like that, well, for me, that only comes into play with relationships. Because anywhere else, can't nobody tell me stay in a woman's place. But, like, if I'm at work or something and somebody say stay in a woman's place, what the hell does that even mean? Like, I'm at work. This is my job. But if I'm in my relationship, I can say, I feel like I should be able to speak my opinion, but I would definitely trust my partner to handle it.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna ever, like, if it's something going on with him and his friends, I don't feel like I'm gonna pick up the phone and call one of his friends, like, listen, you gotta listen to my husband.
Right.
No, I'm not gonna do that. But if he tells me something, I'm gonna weigh in, give him my advice about it, and I'm gonna trust him to handle it with any other situation, because that's what it is. But
I agree. There's definitely a such thing as like a woman, for me, a woman staying in her place. But I think it's when other people are involved. When it comes to a relationship. So like if I'm interacting with my man, I don't think there's not really a place for me.
Right.
There's no like standard that I have to stay within when I'm interacting with him. But when there's other people involved, definitely. Only because like I'm all for the like united front thing. And whether I'm backing him or I'm not agreeing with him, like you said, you gotta let a man be a man and do his thing in certain situations. That's for him. Now, granted, there's such thing as a man staying in his place too.
no, absolutely.
So you know, everybody needs to know how to play their part. But so somebody said yes, I need to allow my partner. Now this is a female, obviously. I need to allow my partner to figure things out on his own. As he said, I was overstepping boundaries. I would have said it was BS, but in my relationship before that, my partner said the same thing. So she has a pattern of not staying in her fucking place. It's like, no.
Well, I think that's really good that she actually realized that.
Yeah.
Like, it took something away from, because some people like, yeah, my ex said that, my ex before said that, but I don't give a fuck what they saying, but she actually took away from the, you know what, maybe I'm the problem.
Right.
So I like that though.
Somebody said everyone has a place.
Sorry.
We put we have too much pride.
Yes.
Never get involved in men's business. So, yeah.
Pretty much the same thing.
Yep. Now, but I will say, like, if ever, like, my man was, like, going through something with one of his boys or something like that, and we were having a conversation, I'd be like, oh, well, you should do this. Or
Yeah, like, I'm going to give my opinion on it, but I'm not going
to. But never, like, in front of them, am I going to be like, why would you, like, I'm not doing that.
That's not it.
Right.
That's not it.
Go ahead.
What is your view on being submissive in a relationship?
Read the comments first.
Oh, now read the comments first. So somebody automatically went to the bedroom. They said, sexually, I find satisfaction in being submissive to a woman. Letting go of my masculine control is a turn on for me. Someone else said, there's an order, man, woman, and child. That is the structure of the family. When a woman wants to be the alpha male, that's when the power struggle begins. I am personally too dominant of a man to submit to a woman. What do you think?
I think submission should definitely be both ways in different aspects. Since he jumped straight to sex, I think you can kind of ping pong that.
Yeah, I don't think it has to be like one thing.
Nobody
I'm not
has
my
to,
slave.
Now, because, when people think submission, there's also like a dominant. And when you talk about sex, we go straight to 5 Shades of Grey. But
it's 50 first of all.
I said 5. My bad, 55. It's only 5 for me. 50 is a lot, but
people do automatically go to that though because that's exactly what they was called. But
yeah, submissive and a dominate. But yeah, when it comes to sex, it's like a.
Yeah, I feel like it's both.
I think I'm more submissive when it comes to sex, but I can, depending on where I am, not like location, but where I am like mentally and physically, I could be dominant. When it comes to relationships, I don't mind being submissive because apparently it's supposed to be a thing for a female, but I can't submit to you and then you not know what to do with it. Like, that is a responsibility for somebody to submit to you. So if that's not something you can handle and something you know how to, like, you're prepared for, then
like that's something you got to be able to navigate.
Yeah, because if I give you that and you don't know what to do, it's like, all right, take the fuck back. Like,
exactly, that's true.
So where are you at with it?
Like you said, like when it comes to sex, I feel like most times I'm mainly dominant when I'm initiating.
Yep.
So it's like if I'm saying like, all right, let's do it. I'm like, fuck it, then I gotta pull out all the best stuff.
Yeah, you gotta do everything.
Yeah, so
now I tell you, you gotta do. You know what?
I feel like I'm dominant when I'm probably like the first encounter with somebody, and probably whenever I initiate. Only because it's like the first encounter, you like, oh yeah, they ain't gonna say my sex corny, but it's like. But after that, it's like, all right, I can let loose and figure out, like, find a rhythm. But after that, like,
See, with me, it's the opposite. Most of the time, the first encounter, I'm submissive because I want to see, like, what they going to do or how they going to navigate. Like, I'll probably pull out a couple of, little somethings. But for the most part, I'm kind of trying to, like, fill them out.
Yeah.
So I'll let them... I won't say do whatever, but
yeah, I do whatever, but just like try to see like where they gonna take it.
Right.
But I don't have a problem being submissive in a relationship if you know how to lead. Like,
right.
And I feel like in every other aspect of my life, I'm leading. At work, I'm a manager, so I have to lead all these people. At home, I'm a single mom. I have to show my son what to do all the time. So I don't mind.
Sometimes
being the passenger, like, as long as you know how to drive. I'm good. Like if I gotta keep peeking up, waking up, making sure you following the GPS, trying to see if you know where you're going, then that's when it's like I have to feel comfortable enough to know that you can actually lead. Every man can't be a leader. Every man is not meant to be a leader.
Nope.
And they want these submissive women, and you leading them into destruction, or y'all getting lost. Y'all know what the hell is going on. And that's
blind leading the blind.
Yeah, no. So as long as I feel like I'm comfortable enough to let go, I will be submissive as you want me to be. But
as he wants, like submissive as he wants you to be. Like what's your your peak on the submission?
I feel like I don't need nobody to speak for me. I don't need to be like in some cultures I've noticed like they the women are mostly inferior. Like, oh, you can't.
They say women are made to be seen, not to be heard.
Right. But I won't be heard. I'm always gonna give you my opinion. I'm always gonna give you my output on anything. But I trust you to handle situations. Like, if you ask me something about something, oh yeah, baby, all right, now take care of it. Like, that's you asked me, I gave you my opinion. Now just go take care of it because I don't mind that.
I feel like when it comes to being opinionated and speaking your mind, there's a time and a place for it. And a lot of women think that it's okay to do that in like public places around people and stuff like that, and it's just like it's so distasteful. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't never do. First of all, you'll never see me arguing with my man in public. Like, That's not it.
Listen, I was at a bar, and when I tell you this couple was going at it, and I'm like, you don't want to wait until y'all get in a car? Like,
because some people just be so hyped to get their point across, and they're so worried about the perception of everybody looking at me. So I don't want to look like it's gonna be like this. When in reality, only person you should care about is your partner. Why are you worried about everybody else?
And you
don't
yelling,
know, never want to see again.
You yelling and causing a scene is making your partner look bad. Not just yourself, let alone, but your partner.
Yeah.
All right. Joint bank accounts with your significant other. Yay or nay? And why not?
I would say yes, only because sometimes it's when it comes to paying bills, I feel like that's a good thing to have. Mm-hmm. When it comes to let me see. Now, separate bills, like if it's your car and stuff like that, I feel like that stuff should come out of your account. Mm-hmm. And when it's things for the house, electric bill, water bill, stuff like that, I feel like we should both contribute to the joint account. So that way, when something got to get paid, we're not scrambling around. We're like, oh, babe, this got to get paid. No. Where the debit card for the bills at? Okay. Use that.
Right.
Oh, we got to go food shopping? Use the card. So we don't, like, your money is your money.
Where's the food stamps? All right, my bad.
I wish.
I
wish.
Listen, all right, real quick, I just want to tell y'all about an experience I had. So I have a sister that's in North Carolina, and I was on the phone with her, and she telling me, like, she got food stamps. I was like, oh. She's like, yeah, on a little stimulus card. And I said, wait, I got one of them. I said, I wonder if there's food stamps on there. I haven't used this card in months since, like, the first time we put the money on there. So I went food shopping the other day, and I had it. It's still in my wallet, and I was like, I swiped it. It was $120 on there. I said, oh,
that's good.
Thank you. My $150 food shopping trip turned into a $30 trip. I was like, oh,
I wish I
thank you.
I think it's a smart thing to do. If both people, y'all just have to be very direct and clear about what y'all using the account for. Mm-hmm. This is only for household bills. This is not for you when you want to get these sneakers and you don't got enough money in your account, so you want to use the bill card. No. This is for our household bills and maybe food or something like that. Other than that, no. Y'all shouldn't be.
So, just before we get into like our responses and my question, I have a piggyback question. When it comes to bills, are you the person that gives the money to him and let him pay it, or is he giving the money to you and let you pay? Would you rather deal with all the bills and be the one?
I personally don't mind being the one to deal with all the bills because I get anxiety thinking about what's not paid. So as long as I know you're putting the money on this card, I'm going to use that. I can handle all the bills.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. I'm the same way. Only like unless, because you gotta think you had a life separate before you get into a relationship. Right. So I would like to think that he was also like he's capable of handling the bills if necessary. But I am too. Like I'm due dates. Most of my stuff I pay before the due date. Like just to get it out the way. If I get paid, like say I get paid on a Thursday and something is due on the following Monday or Tuesday, I'm paying it on Thursday. Just get it out the way so I don't have to worry about it. So some of our answers was no. I've seen people do the most vicious things when it comes to money. Somebody say sure do. Grown folks that live together or married, have joint accounts. And we're going to get back to that comment. But only if we have the same goals and mindset. I've been there, so it's a no for me. Hell no. With all these Steven self-centered.
Somebody went off. It was longer than that.
First of all, you should not be somebody who's a thief or self-centered. I feel like when it comes to relationships, all right, so for me, I would definitely do a joint account. I will also have a personal account because I don't think we should pay for stuff like we can pay for my hair. Hold on. So I don't know what I would have a joint, like a personal account for. I feel like joint accounts
for your check. Would you be okay with your check from your job getting put into the joint account
with my husband?
Yeah. Now, no, I'm not doing that shit. Only because I don't know. It depends. It really just depends on the type of person that you're with. Only because I know people that were like, oh, Now, what if I get paid before you get paid, and you like, you know what? I did want to go out and check out this motorcycle or some shit like that. Like, no, like if you, and that's the crazy. That's why.
So that's a conversation.
That's why I say, you know what? Your money goes into your account. My money goes into my account,
and then y'all deposit into the joint account.
Yes.
So
automatically get it taken out. Like now, I've done this before.
You could split your check.
Yeah, you can
put it into two different accounts.
Yeah, so that's what we were doing. Like I would take a certain amount. Like I knew how much I wanted to take out of each check for rent. Knew how much I wanted to take out of each check for like food and stuff like that. And every check. It was going in there. I didn't even have to see it. I didn't have to worry about it. So once this came, rent due.
You could pay it.
It's on there.
Right.
It's due. I know it's on there.
So my thing is, I'm not. I work a lot, so I don't know. It's something with me and money. I feel like when it comes now, I feel like when it comes to money and relationships, a lot of relationships are built on money nowadays.
No, that's true.
And I'm not. Like, money has never been a thing for me. If I have it and you need it and we're in a relationship, it's yours. If I see something and I know you would like it and haven't grabbed it, I'm going to grab it. Like, that's just the kind of person I am. So I would hope that the person I wind up with isn't necessarily the same way, but wouldn't do anything
to set y'all back.
Yeah. Now it was a comment that you didn't mention. So I have we have some married followers, and I had to pull them in on this one. So shout out to Sheldon. What's up? Sheldon is a cool friend of mine, and one of the things he said kind of registered for me, but not really, if that makes sense. So, he said relationships, there should be 4 bank accounts. 1, his and hers, so that's the joint one.
I'm pretty sure.
This is only for bills, nothing else.
Okay.
2, savings and emergencies.
Okay.
This is for saving money for a purpose or a bad emergency. Okay. Definitely need that. That's definitely a thing. 3, hers. This is the wife's money for whatever she wants, clothes, bags, whatever. Frivolous shit.
Right.
Now, let me mind you, I'm almost sure that Sheldon is the sole provider of his home. I don't think his wife works. So that definitely plays a part. So for this is the husband's money for whatever he wants. New truck, guns, whatever. If you follow the rule of 4, you will never have to fight about money. I think that's a great concept. So we had because Sheldon commented, I pulled in another friend of mine that is also married. And his views was just a joint house account. That's the bills and that's it. Other than that, it's okay to have separate accounts. Mm-hmm. So from what everybody's saying, they're saying 3 accounts. So the joint account for the bills, your account, and my account. I like Sheldon's because he also has that savings account. And that is important. Because you never know, especially if you have a home. If you're a homeowner.
If you're a homeowner, a lot of things can happen. And it's not call a landlord.
I feel like as soon as you buy a house, everything starts breaking down.
Yo, that's I've already planned to buy. Well, actually, I finally narrowed it down and said, okay, I'm gonna probably buy a duplex in Philly because if anybody know, I've been talking about getting out of Philly for years. So I'm not gonna really plant the seed here. So I'm like, all right, I still wanna buy a property here to
rent out,
generate income. That's what I'm trying to say. But and just rent it out, and then when I move to wherever I move to, I would also want to look into properties down there.
Right, definitely.
Because I'm just getting to the point where I'm tired of working.
I'm tired of Philly.
Yeah, definitely tired of Philly. But I have a young son, so I gotta wait until I can figure out everything. But definitely, I want to buy property here, whatever the case may be. But being a homeowner is hard. My sister, she just bought a house, her and her fiance last year. And she be telling me about they had to get a fence built. And
it's a bunch of stuff you have to do.
So
it's
much.
A bunch of stuff.
You can't call nobody. That's stuff that you have to get done.
Only people you can call is a contractor.
Yes,
to do it.
Yeah, and even with their trash situation and stuff like that, I'm just like, oh my god, I don't know if I'm ready for this, but I'm taking my time.
Listen, this time next year.
I'm out. I'm not.
Yeah. But when it comes to money. I don't think I wouldn't have a personal account. But if we're both throwing money into a joint account, I feel like the only reason why we would need separate accounts is if you do irresponsible spending. That's what your personal account should be for. Because any big purchases or anything like that, even if you pay for it, I feel like it still will affect the overall income of the house.
Yeah, that's why I said the whole joint account thing is a good idea, especially if you're getting it direct. Like, you can't complain about money that you don't see.
Right.
So if the money is getting directly put in there from your check,
see, I see my check before.
Like, no, because like I haven't checked. I only check my pay stub to make sure my hours and stuff is correct.
Right.
But other than that, it's like I know exactly. Like, I plan out my paychecks the day before I know I'm about to get paid. So I always look at it, make sure my hours is right, make sure my money lines up, and I'm like, okay,
make sure
this
I gotta pay this,
my
gotta
savings,
pay that, gotta pay this, put this over
and that's
here.
exactly how I would set it up for him. Like, okay, this how much you get paid this week, whatever, or this how much is gonna go into our account.
You gonna set it up for him?
Yeah, I'm gonna set it up for him. Listen, make sure. Only because like I said, I get real bad anxiety because I've been doing so good.
It's called financial anxiety.
Listen,
I get it all the time.
I've been doing so good paying everything on time. It's important to make sure you pay everything on time, even beforehand if you can.
Because that credit is
it's everything.
real.
And I'm like a smidge close to being to a 700, so I'm like, listen, I'm not fucking up my credit. So I would, and I hate. It's just something about being late and paying stuff late that bothers me, especially if you have the money. So it's like the same way I set my account up to make sure everything is going in the joint account correctly.
You gonna set his account?
Oh, baby, let me see it. Okay, so all right, so this how much you make sure you're putting in this account, and then whatever money you have left in your account, that's yours. You can do whatever with it, as long as the kids are taken care of, as long as the house is taken care of. Your money is your money.
Agreed.
Yeah, so.
Agreed. Yeah, I feel like when it comes to like big purchases, whether you're paying for it with your money.
What's a big purchase to you?
Big purchases for me is anything over $300.
Okay.
That's a big purchase. Yeah, that's definitely a big purchase. Cause even for me personally, anything over $300 has to be something either I really want and have been wanting for a while, or something important.
Yeah.
Anything under $300, 9 times out of 10, like you put that on a credit card, pay it off later.
I gotta get better with stuff like that because $300 be on Amazon. I'm like,
oh yeah, see,
like I ordered that. I don't even remember. Like I literally got to the point at one point where I had packages coming to the house and I didn't remember what I ordered.
Now I do that only because with Amazon you'll order like 3 things and they come 3 different days.
Separately. Yeah, I'm like, what's this?
Yeah.
What is that? A blender?
So I've done that, but so yeah, anything under $300, I feel like whether you're taking the money out of the joint account or your personal account, it should be a conversation.
Yeah. Because
what you're not going to do is just pop up at the house with a new car and be like,
something like a new car, especially if we don't need it, I would probably be upset. Even if it was with your own money, because it's like now you just.
I don't think I would be upset if we had that cushion for you to maintain it. Like if you've been working extra hours or you just got a raise or something like that.
Well, that's something different.
And you've been because that's what I said. It would be
if I want to drive the car, I want to pick it out with you. You want to buy what? Oh wait, hold up.
No, now driving it by all means, you cannot help pick it out.
I want to help pick it up. Like, can we get this?
No.
Can we pick this out? I don't know. I'm just
This was not a we thing. It was a him thing.
I know. Look,
you can still reap the benefits. You can still reap the benefits.
Right.
Like if you get a truck, be like, oh, I want to sit high today. Man, let me get the keys.
Right.
Like, all right. So that was mine. What's your next question?
All right. I thought this was kind of funny. That's the only reason why I posted it. But if my man takes me out and my friends are with me, they're paying for themselves. My man ain't obligated to pay for you. You want to read the comments first? All
right, so wait, I want to piggyback on this only because this was something I've seen prior. It was kind of the same situation, so I want us to talk about both.
Okay.
But the one that I saw, it said that it was a guy, his girl, and her friend. She was in town from out of town. They went out and her card declined.
Oh.
And she was saying, you know, maybe it's because I'm traveling, this is that and the third.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the other situation we're going to talk about. But this situation that you're talking about, now read it again.
If my man takes me out and my friends are with me, they're paying for themselves. My man ain't obligated to pay for you.
So, why are your friends with you?
But I've been in situations
Send them
like
home.
that, though. I hate, the only reason I don't like stuff like this is because it's kind of vague. Like,
right.
It says, if my man takes me out and my friends are with me, why would he take you out with your friends?
Right.
So maybe I would say if it's your birthday.
So, but if he takes you, now, if it's your birthday, it's my birthday, why y'all think he paying for you?
Yeah.
But if he like, babe, you and your friends should come.
Yeah, now
that, and the third.
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to say I'm going to, like, assume he's going to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, like, I'm not leaving out the house without money.
Exactly.
And I know he's not inviting me and my friends out without money. So the check is going to get paid.
Right.
Right? I like to surround myself with people who have common courtesy. So let's say it's your boyfriend and he like, all right, bring your friends. Da, 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 da. It's me and like probably 2-3 other girls. We go out, we drinking, we eating, we partying. The check comes like $300-$400. Not gonna let him pay for that by himself. Cause I didn't come out the house broke.
Right.
If I did, I'm gonna let you know in advance. Like, hey, I ain't got no money. I'll come, but
right.
I'm broke. Like, just so you know, I'm not pulling no wallet out. But if we all having fun, this was, whether it's planned or not planned, at the end of the day, if we had a good night, like, why wouldn't I help with the check?
Right.
As a friend, as your friend. It's not even about him. As your friend, I'm not gonna have your man pay for all this stuff that we just.
Right.
Like, you get me?
That's true.
Now, if you do the no, I got it.
Right. That's
I'm not fighting with that.
If he offers,
I'm not gonna ask. Are you sure? Do you want me to leave the tip? I'm not asking none of that. If you say you got it, you got it.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with it. What about you?
I feel like it's definitely certain instances. Like, it's been plenty of times where I'll be out with my friends and I'll invite him to come, a guy to come out or whatever case may be.
I'm not gonna
ask you to
I'm not gonna pay him for any. I'm not gonna ask him to pay.
Like,
for
me and my
anything.
girlfriend, sometimes we be wilding the fuck out. We don't want the regular French fries. We want calamari and the mussels with the white sauce.
Yes.
And we want to have bottle service.
Yes.
Like, I don't expect you.
None of that.
I can't invite you
Especially
out.
if you invite him.
Yeah, like, I can't invite you out. Now, if it's a situation where it's vice versa, maybe you're out with your friends and you be like, oh, who you with? Oh, I'm with Purple. Oh, you and Purple, come out. Yeah, you're gonna
cool.
because we're meeting you now. Y'all already got bottles. Y'all already got stuff. Maybe you might
we pay for our transportation here.
Yeah,
we got Q.
But that's it. But
you probably gonna get something tonight. That's like.
I would expect my man to pay for me. If we if we go out for my birthday or something like that, my man's gonna pay for me.
Right.
He's not gonna pay for my friends. And like most times when I go out with my friends anyway, we never like go down and say, oh, I only had this, I only had that. It's like, listen, the bill's $500. We split this shit 5 ways. So it's 5 of us. Or something like that. That's why anytime I go out or I have a dinner for my birthday, I'll be like, listen, y'all better get what the fuck y'all want. Because we're splitting this bill.
Splitting checks is going to be on the next episode. Because we're going to talk about that.
Listen, because I hate when people be like, oh.
Oh, don't get into it. Don't get into it. Not yet.
That shit gets on my nerves. Let me read the comments, right? Because that shit is getting on my nerves. I hate going out like this.
All right, go ahead. Read the comments.
Somebody said, this is facts. Unless he offers, that's the only way he should pay. Somebody said she a real one, whatever that means. My responsibility is to my lady, not her entourage. Why is my man taking me out with my friends? Sounds like he wanted us to have a good time together. He'll be covering our tab. My girls are included.
So, about what we said, if he inviting us out, you know.
If he's inviting us out, then he should.
You should be prepared for
your friends and whoever else. Oh, y'all wanted some girl company tonight.
We got it. Yeah.
I brought the company. So
yeah, we brought the company and we got cute. We here. Yeah, what's up? That's it. All right. What's the difference between Lori Harvey and Future? Lori is doing average girl shit. Her playground just has big names in it. Lori is living her best life. Future ain't shit. Society teaches brown girls that you need to be somewhere crying for a year or two after a breakup because that's the ladylike thing to do. She fucked P. Diddy, son. Then fuck P. Diddy. That's not regular shit. All right, Lee, where you at with with Lori and Future?
I feel like the only difference between Lori and Future is the fact that Lori is not having a bunch of babies out here that's, fatherless. Like, I don't want to, let me not say fatherless, because honestly, I don't know what he do behind the scenes. I don't know if he sends money and stays out the way. I don't know what he does. However, I just know he has a bunch of kids everywhere. It's like he's dropping his seed and going on here about his business to the next relationship. I feel like the difference with her is, she might go from relationship to relationship, but she's not leaving a bunch of kids nowhere. She's not leaving a trail.
She's not pregnant every 9 months.
Yeah, she's not pregnant every 9 months. Oh, this my baby dad. Oh, that's my baby dad too. This my baby dad. This my baby dad. Like, it's not nothing like that. And I feel like, she's dating. I don't find nothing wrong with that, except the fact that she did
P. Diddy and
the dad and the son thing.
Yeah, no.
I'm not going to applaud that because that's not something that I would ever condone.
Not at all.
But I don't find anything wrong with her moving on. Now personally, I do take a break. If I was dealing with somebody, I probably won't be in another relationship for another year or so, only because I feel like I just need a break. Like, I want to be by myself. I'm not the type of person that jumps to relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship. Like, I'm fine being by myself. Mm-hmm. I'm isolated all the time. I love my solitude. But for somebody like her, I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with it. I do feel like it might be a deeper rooted issue as to why she can't be by herself. But whatever the case may be, I don't think there's nothing wrong with dating. I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with, listen, I'm done with this situation. If she feel like she over it and she wants to move on, then she's over it and she wants to move on. There's no difference with Future. The only difference is stop raw dogging every girl you meet dropping your load and then going on ahead about your business. Because
he like a UPS driver.
Yeah, it's one thing to have one broken home. It's like you're having all these girlfriends and you're getting I'm not gonna hold you. I was happy as hell that she didn't get pregnant. I'm just like, please don't impregnate her. Like, it's just like every girlfriend you meet, you're having a baby with, and at this point, it's just like you don't have to do that. There's condoms for a reason, and then you wonder why people are always in the blogs about getting child support from you and stuff like that, and why it's too much. So it's just like I feel like he needs to wear a condom.
So I'm not anybody who knows me and who have had conversations with me, I don't give a flying fuck about what's going on with celebrities and their lives. Like, it's just like, okay, you have a life just like I have a life. Yours just publicized.
Yeah.
My thing with the Lori Harvey against Future, like you said, we honestly do not know the details of these people's lives. We don't know how long she stays single, or if these relationships are real relationships, or if they're just dating when we see them. Are they boyfriend and girlfriends? Like, we don't know. At the end of the day, a lot of the times, the pictures that we see are from paparazzi, and they just like catch her with somebody or catch him with somebody, and that might, like, this could be my homie, and we could be going out for drinks. Like, now everybody is saying that we're dating. Now, granted, some of the relationships have been confirmed. For me, I like to take space after a relationship.
Right.
Not after dating someone.
Exactly.
Because odds are, if we only dated, there was something within those dates that made me say, like, you know what, this not it. Exactly. Now, I'm not going to chill for somebody that wasn't it.
Yeah. And
that don't make sense.
I understand what they're saying. Like, that's another double standard. Because I feel like a lot of times women are, after a situation or whatever it may be, after dealing with somebody for a while, we kind of take a step back and be like, you know what, I'm cool. While the guy is out here sticking and moving. But it's just like, I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that. And I also don't feel like what she's doing is acting like a nigga, as somebody said. It's not acting like a nigga. It's just the fact that she gets over the shit. Like, if just because you dated somebody don't necessarily mean that you love them. It don't mean that you were in love. You might have had your fun. Y'all had your moment. Y'all had your experience, and you're over it. Mm-hmm. So I don't blame anybody, man or woman, for feeling like that. I still keep going back to P. Diddy. I don't think it was, if she really did the dad and the son, or son and dad, however order it went, I don't agree with that. I don't feel like anybody should condone it. That's not cute. No. But I mean, her dad or stepfather wrote the book on Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, so
she know what's up.
Yeah, she already knows what's up. So I
feel like she's creating her own path.
Yeah, she's doing what she wants to do.
There was definitely, and probably will always be, a time where I date multiple guys. If I'm dating, once, like, and we had this conversation. Once I find somebody who I really like, who checks most of my boxes, that's it. Like, I'm good on everybody else. Like, no, I'm good. I got work. That's my go-to, only because that's just my go-to. But no, I'm laughing because I made a post recently and that wasn't my go-to. But I feel like when you're interacting with somebody and you're dating them, it gets to a point where it's like, all right, I'm gonna chill with everybody.
Like, I'm okay with it.
And maybe she just hasn't gotten to that point. Maybe it's not even that she can't be alone, because we don't know the time frame. Honestly,
yeah, all we know
between these relationships,
we only know what's the paparazzi pics. Like,
that's it.
If they never took pictures, we would never know who she was with.
Exactly.
So it's like, that's why I'm like, I don't want to get too choosy and sit here and say, you know what? Oh yeah, she was with Michael B. Jordan 3 months ago. Then they broke up 2 seconds ago, and then she's with this person. Like, I don't fucking know. All I know is what I see from the media. And
and at the end of the day, media shows you what they want to.
Exactly.
They narrate every story that they ever put out.
Exactly.
So we don't know what's really going on with this.
It's fast to everybody else. Yeah. Only because maybe within a year we've heard her with multiple different guys.
And we don't know if these pictures are current or
how long ago they might have been, or
right.
Whatever, but it's like,
and I don't hear or see her saying much about her personal.
She never does, and that's something that I do like.
I definitely
like
commend her for that.
Y'all
talk about me by all means. Talk about me. Put my name out there. Everybody gonna know who I am. But I'm not confirming or denying nothing, because at the end of the day, it's not your business.
Exactly.
It's none of
whatever
your
she
business.
does, what she does, and she's not ashamed of it. She's not, lowering her head or thinking any less of herself. She doing what she wants to do. And she's playing it safe, because she's not out here having fucking babies.
I mean, I was about to say, how many times has she been pregnant now? We don't know how many times.
Well, I don't really know. Maybe she's still playing big.
We know she ain't got no babies.
She doesn't have any children by any of these alleged men she's been dealing with, and it's fine to date. Get to know what you like, or maybe she has a certain standard for what she wants and how she wants to be treated, and maybe these men didn't do that for her, and there's nothing wrong with moving on until you get there. So I don't see anything.
On the other hand, Future is
Future he
need to get a vasectomy,
and he has a lot of children out here.
He can go do whatever it is, but like you said, even with that, he might be dropping money in accounts.
Yeah, we don't know what I can't say.
Maybe his baby moms don't want him around, or
exactly.
At the end of the day, you only, like I said, media controls
everything,
the story. So we can
say he don't take care of Little Future, or he don't take care of none of his other kids, but we don't really.
And that's even with everybody. Like, I know with my social media, people like to make assumptions and draw conclusions and just be like,
you gotta let people just conclude whatever they want to conclude. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I never put on my page, so you'll never know who I date. Right. You'll never know.
You gotta think, it's 24 hours in a day. I might put 2 or 3 of them on my social media.
It's that. Like, I've been unplugging a lot lately. Like, I don't even stay logged into my Instagram.
I have my moments. I don't know about not staying logged in.
I never stay logged in.
That's why Aaliyah don't make no posts on Cocktailss and Convo.
Yeah. I try to post.
She'll send me stuff like, we should talk about this.
I be forgetting. I should probably just put the shit on the page, but I be forgetting about it sometimes, because I just be like so off. Yeah. I be over social media sometimes.
When you like are living a real life and got a lot of going on, it's just like
you forget about the other words.
It's like people on Facebook will inbox me. I won't reply till like 3 days later. Like, you all late.
Yeah,
like,
I do that.
This is my inbox, not my text messages. I don't pay attention to this like I pay attention to my phone.
Because sometimes it be people that I actually want to be wanting to talk to, and I'm like, damn, they don't even have my number.
Yeah.
But,
you next.
It's me. Oh, this lady.
Yep.
Oh, this is lady. I feel like we talked about this before, so if you're a constant watcher, please let us know. But I feel like we did bring this up, or maybe me and her talked about it. I don't remember.
I don't think it's on the show.
I think it's on the show, but I can't remember.
You gonna make me go back and watch?
I feel like I want to, only because I feel like I don't know. I feel like I know for a fact me and her talked about this. I just don't know if we talked about it.
All right, so we actually gonna start our trivia questions now.
Okay.
If we talked about this topic and you can tell us what episode, you automatically get a prize, right?
Yeah,
on top of the regular trivia that we gonna do. But go ahead.
All right, so is it okay for a woman to propose to a man? Why or why not? And we also ask the fellas, how would they take it? Do you want to answer first, or do you want me to read the comments?
You can read the comments.
Okay. Somebody said, hell no. because it ain't right. It's as if she's forcing it. Someone said, how can you be the head of anything if the female is taking lead on something that changes both of your lives? Absolutely not. If a man wants you to be his wife, he's going to ask you. If he doesn't ask you, then he doesn't want to marry you.
So those were all no's. We had some yeses,
We did have
though.
some yeses. I just couldn't fit them on the
You gonna pull
card.
them up? All right. While you pull them up, I'm gonna give my answer.
Okay.
Me personally, I could never see myself getting on a knee and asking a man to marry him for a number of reasons. Now, this is what I think we talked about. I feel like when it comes to marriage, something just clicked, but I feel like when it comes to marriage, and the actual proposal, that, so can we pull out the Bible real quick?
I was about to say something because somebody did point at the Bible. Go ahead.
The Bible says a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. Right? So, let's not talk about the beginning or whether or not I came at you or you came at me. When it comes down to it, if you want me to be your wife, that is a step that you should take.
Yeah.
A. B, I'm going to need a man to get down on a knee because I'm probably going to be down on both for the rest of our life. So, and if that went over your head, you know. But, I just don't see. I feel like I have conversations with the men that I deal with, and marriage is definitely a goal. So if ever I get to that point where I want to marry him and he's not at that place, then it's time to make a decision.
Yeah.
Either I need to move on and find someone who is willing to do that, or I'm going to sit here and wait until he's ready. But I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing it.
No.
I definitely agree with the very first comment, which said I feel like it's forcing it. Like, as women, I feel like we already, I can't even say as women.
This goes back to women having a place.
Yeah, women have the it. And I'm not necessarily a person that's always conformed to traditional things, but there is some things about my life that I would like to remain traditional.
Right.
I don't feel like it's cool for me to get down on my knee for one to a man. This ain't, we ain't in the Stone Age where women is bowing to the king. Like, I'm a king and we're both royalty at this point. I don't feel right bowing to you and asking you to be my husband. Then at that, I feel like women, we initially grow up a lot faster than guys. We probably already got our wedding planned out 10 months prior to them even asking if we want to be their wife. So it's like, I would much rather the confirmation from you for you to sit here and say, listen, I do want you to be my wife. I don't want to feel like I'm getting down on my knee, because it's like, what man could really say no if a woman does that? I feel like there's a lot of men out here that will just say yes out of obligation. And I don't want to point it out.
We're going to get into these comments, because I had some comments from men who are not with it.
I want to point out.
And shout out to Enticement.
No, what's the show?
What?
Love and Hip Hop. Chrissy and Jim Jones. I want to point that out only because of the fact that I feel like he said yes out of obligation.
Right.
He no doubt, without a shadow of doubt.
Because where was the marriage?
Yeah. There's, even after all this time, this showed maybe like 9-10 years ago, they're still not married. Even after he chased her down, she left, and he proposed to her back, they're still not married. So I just feel like
that's two proposals.
That's two
but
proposals,
no marriage.
and there's still no marriage. I feel like if that's something that he really wanted to do, what was you waiting for? And by her getting down and saying, and the crazy thing that I still remember from all this time ago is that he never said yes. He said some shit like, I'm with it. Alright, like, just to, like, I feel like it was just to kind of shut her up. And I would, as a woman, you know, women got pride too. I have too much pride to sit here and do that.
Yeah,
like,
that's another thing. Like, the she said
like
yes thing. It's like, that yes is like confirmation that, like, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
But, shout out to Enticement. He was like, I would tell her to get the fuck up and ask her what she doing.
Right. Somebody said I would feel like less of a man. A man actually said it ain't nothing wrong with it. I want somebody to get in depth.
And I always ask y'all to give me details, like, why ain't it? Why are you okay with it? And all of a sudden, everybody, you know, church mouse.
Somebody said, a man said, let me make sure this is a man. Yes, a man said, I would be okay with it like if we were having a baby together, because I would not want a bastard child.
And I don't think that's a good reason at all.
Somebody said hell yeah, but not in the same tradition as a man would do. But yes, I believe it's more than okay. I feel like any man that's okay with a woman getting on her knees and proposing is a fucking clown.
You cannot call our followers clowns.
No, only because I just feel like it's just something just doesn't sit right with my soul and my spirit to see a woman get down on her knees and ask a man to propose to her. I just feel like it's something. It's like it's too close to begging for me. So no, I'm not doing it.
So if I told you that I was with a guy and I was really feeling him and we had been together for a while,
if you ever, I would crash your proposal. I would crash your proposal. I'm sorry. I love all my friends like they family, and I would never allow you to do no such thing.
So you're not gonna go ring shopping with me?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not okay with that.
Would you go ring shopping with him?
I would. Now, if I know what you like, and I'm like, oh, I know my girl from Purple. We talked about this. Like, oh, she said she wants this, and he was like, and he said and say, you know what? I'm thinking about proposing in Purple. Oh, well, she wants this because I know Purple, and Purple is very specific about certain stuff. So if she sit here and send me a picture like, yo, this the ring I want.
Ain't this cute?
Ain't this cute? I'm like, you know what? She did send me a ring a little while ago.
Start going through the text threads.
So let me, and mind you, me and her talk a lot, so I'll probably have to scroll all the way down. Like,
nah, all you gotta do is hit the info button and then go to the picture.
But yeah, if a guy that you were dealing with said he wanted to propose to you, and I know that how you felt about him, I know you probably would say yes. I'm like, you know what? Well, let me help you because I think I know what she would like.
Okay.
But Papa ever had me, I'm like, yeah, I gotta go ring shopping. For what? Oh, cause girl, I'm going to propose. Bitch,
oh, we gonna talk about promise rings on the next episode too. That just like triggers something for me.
Yeah. No.
But all right, y'all. So that was our last question for this episode. We do not. Wait, do we have a sponsor for February? I don't think we had a sponsor.
Cold Hearted, wait.
Yeah, but we ain't no hookah.
We
gonna hit up Cold Hearted, y'all. We gonna get some hookah for this next episode. But like always, make sure you follow us on Instagram. Cocktailss and Convo with 2 S's. We're also on Facebook, Cocktailss and Convo with 2 S's. And we're on YouTube, which you can see all of our videos, all of our behind the scenes, all of our full episodes, and catch our trivia video that's coming up. So we're going to be asking y'all questions about season 1. All of season 1 episodes is on our YouTube. So our YouTube is Cocktailss and Convo with 2 S's with purple and liquid.
Yes, please make sure y'all follow us. Y'all can follow us separately. Give us topics. Give us opinions. We like all types of feedback. Let us know what y'all thinking, how y'all feeling, what y'all want to see us talk about on the show. We are accepting guests. Let us know what you have to promote, what type of business you have, so we can put it on the show and we can have you come on.
And like we just said, we are also taking sponsors. So if you can't necessarily make it to the show, but you want us to shout out your clothing line or your jewelry or a product that you sell, definitely reach out to us. Our email is cocktailssandconvo with 2 S's at gmail.com.
Thank you guys.
All right, bye.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Aaliyah Michelle.
And I'm Purple. And
what's going on, everybody? I'm Aaliyah Michelle.
And I'm Purple.
All right, what's going on, everybody? I'm Aaliyah Michelle.
And I'm Purple.
And this is Cocktailss and Convo
with Purple and Lee. And this is Cocktailss and Convo
with Purple
and Lee. And this is Cocktailss and Convo
with Purple
and Lee.